Welcome to Haley Being Haley, where I do the talking so you don't have to. Every week, I bring you a new episode to support you being more proactive and give you an insight into my personal journey. Through workshops, listening, researching, and connecting, I bring you key tools for success.
Hey guys, and welcome to episode 3. I'm super excited for this episode because it is Cover Letters Can Be Your Best Friends. I've written a couple of notes down, but I'm also gonna freestyle it. So yeah, the reason I really struggle with cover letters is because I don't know how much to be like, me, I'm great, like I can achieve so much, like you should hire me, and then like when to tone it down and be more humble. That's what I struggle with. But I know a lot of people actually struggle with the opposite, which is not giving themselves enough credit. And companies, like from what I've gathered, like from my experience, they really want you to be confident in what you can bring to the table and why they should hire you. So that's usually why they ask like the questions, oh, what makes you unique? Anyway, let me go down to my notes. In my notes, I've written that cover letters can literally be the difference between you getting that job or not getting that job. It's literally that simple, because with cover letters, it gives you that opportunity to be more specific about that company you're applying for, whereas with your CV, it's kind of more generic. So I never used to do cover letters before because, to be honest, I was lazy and I didn't have the time and I couldn't be asked. But that also led to me to not get accepted into loads of things I was applying for. I would say when you're doing your cover letters, be specific with the position and role you want to have, as well as the company's name. If you're applying for loads of different companies at the same time, it can get a bit confusing and you don't want to like mix up their names on the letter, because that will definitely not get you in. Including links is a really big thing. What I realized when I did my letters is when I would show them work that I've done that they kind of relate to what they're doing in their company, there was a big difference. So if you have, like I said, I mentioned in my CVs podcast, if you have a portfolio link, you should add that. But if you also have links of specific work that you've done, whether that be on YouTube or on actually published work, and it just saves the person who's looking at your application time and makes them get a better understanding of your work and your style. When I provide like links to my work, I kind of call it supporting evidence. I know it sounds like super, I don't know what's the word, super straight to the point and like blunt, but that's really what it is. In my opinion, it is supporting evidence. Like when you show your work in links and stuff, it is you saying that, yeah, I'm not lying about that, like that I'm a video extraordinaire. Like I can actually back it up and prove it with my work. So definitely include your supporting evidence, or whatever you want to call it. Like make up your little name for it. It's fine. I would say don't include every skill under the sun. When I say this, I mean I made this mistake of when it came to skills. I thought the more the better, the more the merrier. And that wasn't the case. When you have like 20 skills, they don't take you seriously. So definitely cut down to like 10 skills. I need to do that because I think I'm like the most skilled person in the world and I'm really not. Find out their mission. Now this is a big one. Like this is probably the biggest one out of all of them, because I feel like every company or organization that you apply for, they have a mission. And if you can find out what that mission is and highlight what you can do to help them achieve or reach that goal or mission, like that's going to set you apart from other applicants. I would say sometimes you have to go into their website and find specific quotes, and I wouldn't say like it's called lying, but it's like you have to say, yeah, I love this quote of yours and this is why, just so that they feel special, because companies want to feel special. They want to feel like you're all about them and 100% about them, and if you can do that, then why not? Go for it. Try to find companies, organizations where you do believe in their mission, so when you do say these quotes, you actually mean it. That's what I realized with organizations I've applied for. I've been able to quote them because I actually care about their mission and actually do want to be part of their organization. So definitely look into that. With my mentor Liz, I have to mention Liz because she's like my bestie now. She actually told me a story, and it was on the first day we met, actually, at our mentorship event, and it was a sandwich story. So this story was when she applied for one of her jobs. She found out that they had a tradition in the company with like Sandwich Fridays, and she basically wrote in her cover letter, this is how I would make like the sandwich for Sandwich Fridays, and that actually made the company really hire her, and obviously like her skills because she's so talented. But that was just that extra detail that not a lot of other applicants might have said, and they actually told her that as well. Like the cover letter was a big part of why she was hired. Finding the traditions of the companies and organizations that you want to work for and putting them in your cover letter is a secret weapon, and you need to use it. So I try to do that as well, but I'm not gonna lie, for most of the organizations I've been applying for, it's kind of difficult to find out their secret traditions. So shout out to Liz for doing that, because you definitely need to have a lot of patience to like go through their website to find a specific tradition, because they don't put it very obviously. I think you have to read between the lines. If you're not on Creative Access, then get yourself on Creative Access right now. You make your own resume, and then jobs can see you through Creative Access. It's very good for diversity and inclusion, and I feel like it has a clear structure. If you don't want to pay money to structure your cover letters or CVs, but you do want a more to the point understanding of what can I put, how can I put it. Oh, there's Sigurd. Hi Sigurd. This is my boyfriend's dog, and he is so cute. I don't know if he's gonna join us. Is he gonna join us? Nope. Okay, he's not joining us. It's really easy to do and fill in, and it kind of just makes it that extra bit like wow, that extra bit professional, if that makes sense. If you want to get easy, helpful advice and hear some funny failure stories, you've come to the right place. Follow and turn your post notifications on, share with your besties, and let's grow together. Reading my notes, sorry, it says, let them know a bit more about you. Because I feel when people are hiring, even though in the beginning it is a machine that goes through keywords, after it gets to actual people, they do want to find out a bit more about your character or personality, something that they wouldn't know by looking at your LinkedIn or other things online. So tell them like a piece of information or a story or something that really resonates with your character. If you're a smiley, bubbly person, or if you're a type of person who just likes to read at home, that's a bit more humanizing. That is really important to mention that, especially when you're doing your cover letters, because at the end of the day, we're all human and we're not robots, and it's good once in a while to show that you're human. That's like what I've written in my notes, guys. I am still going through this cover letter process. I think I've written about 4, 5, I kind of stopped counting cover letters, but I've written way more recently than I have in the past 3 years. Once you get on a roll with it, and once you build up more experience in writing it, it kind of comes easier. I guess practice makes perfect. It's just really difficult to start, because when you're starting you feel like, oh, this is not good. It makes you demotivated to give up. But I feel like the more you write it and the like more tries you do, it does automatically refine itself, and the words just start coming to your head. Like, I don't really know a lot of sophisticated vocabulary language, but the more I'm writing these letters, the more it's coming to my head. And I feel like if you are thinking of a word and you don't know exactly if that's the right word for that context, just Google it. That's what I do. I put the word that I think goes in the sentence and put it in Google and like, what's the definition for this? Then if it makes sense, I'll use it. If it doesn't, then I won't, because you don't want to include words that don't make sense. That's my experience with cover letters. I want to apply to 3 big opportunities for this summer, but all of the deadlines for it are literally on the 25th of February, which is in 2 days, or 1 day now. It is the 23rd, so yeah, definitely 2 days. I'm currently in Denmark, which is why my background is so beautiful. My boyfriend's parents' house is super nice. So I feel like so much pressure right now to like make sure I hand in the right application, the right CV, the right cover letter to get these summer internships. Advice I'm giving you guys that I'm also giving myself, because when I do this podcast, it is self-help, not for you but also for myself, is to like relax on the pressure. It's just a letter, it's not the end of the world. Even though when you get obsessed with it, it might feel like the end of the world. It's really not. So I hope I get these internships. I'm going to be applying for the news movement, which I'm really excited about, and the ITV traineeship program. I did apply once to ITV, but they rejected me. But you know what? That's on them. It's not on me. So I'm excited either way. Whatever happens, happens. I recently got accepted into the T Factor project, which is with Cobra Collectives, and I genuinely believe that I got that because of my cover letter, because I used all of these tips that I'm giving you guys for that cover letter. I also sent it to my mentor and some peers to read. If you don't have a mentor, ask your peers or send it to me via my email at hayleybeinghayley@gmail.com, and I will try to give it a read and give you advice. So literally there's no excuses, guys, unless you like don't have the time. This is very much for people who have the time, who may not have other commitments or responsibilities. So don't beat yourself up if you do have commitments and responsibilities and do not have the privilege or cannot afford to do the cover letters. If they don't have an option of giving the cover letters, maybe find the email address of one of the head people in the company and try to email them your cover letter. But they should usually have an option next to the CV to like add your cover letter. For everything that I've applied for that I've got in, usually have had cover letters. And if I've applied and haven't got accepted, it's usually because I didn't include the cover letters. I don't know if that's a crazy coincidence or if it's just facts. So you take your pick, you think whatever you gotta think, but that's just my opinion why cover letters can be your best friends. The event for tips and tricks on women in product, I did put the link in my last episode. I will see you there if you have time to go. My next episode is going to be about LinkedIn and how to kind of jazz up your LinkedIn, I guess. I went super obsessed on LinkedIn where I had no idea what to do on it, but now I will not get off the app. I'm not even joking. I have a consultation with LinkedIn expert on Monday, I believe. So I'll have super fresh knowledge to film the podcast on Friday. Hopefully you'll stay tuned to see how that episode goes. I'm literally holding my mic on a stick the whole episode because I don't want the noise to be a bit muffly. I think that's it, guys. I even wore my t-shirt that says Hayley today because I just wanted to be that extra. And hopefully I can have my own merch soon. But maybe I'm just being too ambitious. We'll see. I know some people have asked me to make the episodes a bit longer, so I'm trying to make them a bit longer. Doing these really does make me feel happy and brightens up my day.
That's all we have time for in today's episode. I hope you gained something from it and are more inspired to be your most authentic self. If you have any suggestions on things you want me to cover in future episodes, feel free to email me through my email, hayleybeinghayley@gmail.com, all in lower cases. I answer all my emails, so don't hesitate to reach out. I take all your feedback on board and I would love to hear from you personally. Until next time, bye!